I have a story from my first elementary school. Now, there is a song called The Moves Like Jagger, or that's a lyric in the song, something like that, right? And there was this one kid in my school, okay? And I only really started knowing about him in like second or third grade, and he was a fifth grader when I was in third grade. So that's the top of elementary school. He's one of the big kids, right? And this guy was a legend. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but he was just a legend. Everybody knew about him. It's like if someone would do because they called him Jagger because moves like Jagger, right? So every time they did something cool, we played a lot of soccer and some like touch football, and every time they did something like spin move, juke, whatever, they're like, "Oh, I'm like Jagger, I'm like Jagger, I'm like Jagger. Look at me, I'm like Jagger." And they weren't just referring to the song; they were referring to the person that was called Jagger in the school. And I learned this when I was like, "No, who's Jagger? Like, you don't know who Jagger is?" Now, if it was just about the song, they would say, "Oh, the song, the song." But they were like, "You don't know Jagger, the person? You don't know Jagger? He's the most popular kid in the school. Everyone knows him. He gets all the hoes." The elementary school legend himself, Jagger. And that's all I came to know about him. He was like this legendary, mythical figure in the school. It was so weird. And I only saw him like one or two times. But everybody, like, I don't understand why he was so popular still. Maybe if I ever meet one of my old friends from the school, which is highly unlikely, but if that does happen, I'm gonna ask them, what did Jagger do? What was so awesome about it? But in any case, the reason why I tell you the story is because I'm making an assumption. Jagger could be a millionaire now, for all I know. Right? He could be a G now. Okay, so I'm just gonna make an assumption here. There's a lot of people who have this mythical, legendary status in elementary, middle, and high school, and then they get out and they're nobodies. This is actually the life story for a lot of popular kids in school. They get out and nothing happens. They're the average guy once they get out of school. This goes for the hot chick that was at high school. A lot of the time, this goes for the really popular jock. After high school, they're just the average guy. You don't want to be this guy because that would mean you peaked in high school, or you peaked in middle school, or you peaked in elementary school. My God, that's so awful. You don't want to be that guy. You want to have your peak later in your life, or you want to have a peak all throughout your life. That's a better way of looking at it. You don't want to have this massive drop off once you get out of school. So, if you're someone who's in school, and if you're someone who's popular, or you're someone who desires to be popular, or you're someone that observes a popular people, take this lesson. You don't want to you don't want to hang your hat on school because you can't stay in school forever. You're gonna leave at some point. So if you're gonna hang your hat on something, hang your hat on something that's outside of school, whether it be being a businessman, playing sports, this, that, and the third. Don't hang your hat on school.